Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So today I'm bringing you guys another video. We're doing talks with Qwertyy. It's not Friday, but we're doing it. All right, a bit behind schedule. I do apologize, but today we're gonna be talking about the importance of time management. I may have made a video about this before. I might look back on my previous episodes and may have made a video on this already. If I have, this is a good reminder because it is very important. And hopefully, when I talk about this in this video, I don't mention previous things that I did in that other episode. If I recorded one. Maybe I did. We'll see. I might just do the importance of time management part 2 if I actually did already record an episode of this, but we're going to hop right into the video. If you guys are new around here, you guys know what to do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're on the way to 1,200. I was going to say 100. We're at 200 now. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, 1,200 subscribers. So if you guys, if you have not, I'm not even joking. I tried speaking and it wouldn't work. I meant to say, you guys have not yet subscribed yet, be sure to do so. That was gibberish for like 5 seconds. That was crazy. But let's talk about why time management is so important, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is something that you may or may not already know, and that's just it builds consistency. When you develop, and you are sticking on with time management, you know what to do at this time, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in the video. You are building consistency. The more you are comfortable and familiar with doing something, the better it'll flow for you, right? And it's always going to be difficult at the beginning. That's just how it is. If you have an issue going on and something you want to change or something you want to get into, anything like that, you want to start and figure out a time and do it. But I'm going to say, and this is pretty obvious, but the first couple of days are always going to be the hardest. And I truly think the first day is the hardest because you're getting into it. It's new. You might be uncomfortable. You might not be knowing what you're doing yet. Like, for an example, going to the gym at 6 a.m. Like, just to say for an example, like that is going to be way out of your comfort zone. You could be sleeping into like 10 a.m. every single day. So it could be different. And, it's going to be the hardest day to get up. But the more you do it, the better it'll be. It'll be more consistent. Instead of choosing a time randomly and being like, I don't really know when to do it, and then end up not doing it, it's better to set a time because it builds consistency. That's very, very important, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is with time management, build a routine as well. Routines are very, very important when it comes down to time management. You got to be able to know what's best for you at the certain time. And obviously time management, that's kind of what it comes into, but I have to mention a routine because it is super, super important. So you need to figure out in your day what you got going on. Write things down. What you want to become, what you want to invest your time into, you want to write it down and figure out when you can in your day. If you're really into, once again, I like using working out as an example because I was gonna say I like using working out as an exercise. I was gonna say that, but I was meant to say I like using working out as an example because I find that you can do a whole bunch. You can do it whenever, and it's something that everyone wants to get into. At least I think everyone wants to exercise. Like, everyone wants to workout. It's just something that it should be done. Exercise is a common thing. So I use that as my example, but you can interpret this however you'd like. But let's say you want to work out as one of them. What time does that work best for you? I notice I have a pretty clogged schedule during the day, so I like going in the morning. Like, if you're asking me, that's how I do it. It's not always fun, but I do it, right? And I know that it's going to be beneficial to me. So that's why I do it. But if you can choose, you can choose whatever time works for you to do that, or do whatever you want to do. Whatever you got going on in your life that you get done, put it into a routine. If you have days that are different, let the days be different. Write it down. Do what you got to do. But by all means, routines are super important because they keep you on track. Like, time management and routine are kind of the exact same thing, but it keeps you on track completely, and I want you to understand that. It's super important, okay? Third one, it pushes you more because now you feel more obligated to do it than when you just have like a random time to think that you're going to do it. So let me explain this one. Every single day, let's say once again, going back to using working out as an example, but you can interpret this however you'd like. Let's say you want to go to the gym once every single 5 days. So 5 days a week, you want to go to the gym and do an exercise, okay? Do what you got to do, okay? With this being said, you don't have a set time on when you want to do it. So your time management is kind of like, whatever. And with this being said, you decide I'll go whenever I can. And you just kind of push it and push it and push it and push it. And then it's like too late. Or you push it, you push it, you push it. Something comes up, takes away your time. You can't go to the gym that day. Right? You see what I'm getting at? So when you build a routine, and once again, you have that time management, you will feel more obligated to do it at that time. 2 p.m. rolls around, 3 p.m. rolls around, 12 a.m. rolls around, I don't really know. You know, that time hits. And now, as soon as you've seen that, maybe you've set an alarm, maybe a reminder on your phone, something, you see that, you're like, okay, now I gotta do it. That is the difference between knowing what you want to do and doing it when you want, and also developing that routine. That is the difference right there. So you can see the importance of it, right? You feel more obligated to do it. And you're more disciplined. Like, that's the fourth thing, like discipline. Because when I was talking about you pushing it off, sometimes you're going to have to do it even when you don't want to. But you know that the benefits are going to come, so that's why you got to be doing it, right? Because sometimes if you're laying down and you're watching TikTok on your phone, you're like, oh, this is like the best. I'm chilling right now. I had a long day today. But you got to go to the gym in 30 minutes, right? If you say, oh, I'll do it later, you could just be chilling in bed all day and not do it. But when 5 p.m. rolls around, for an example, like that's when you think you want to go to the gym, 5 p.m. rolls around, you got to have the discipline to get up and go do it. You got to have that feeling to get up and go do it, right? That is why, because when you have time management, you know what you have to get done, and the time is right there. We have a lot of time, 24 hours in a day. That's a lot of time. Yes, we're sleeping most of them. Not most of them, but we're sleeping a good portion of them. I think there's some things that we have to do in our day that we have to kind of go to no matter what, even if we want to, like school and work. We invest a lot of time into that, even though sometimes, people don't want to go to work, people don't want to go to school, but there's still a lot of time for you and yourself. Some things are going to come up, and you're still going to have to divide your time into things, even if you don't want to, but most of all, you have a lot of time for yourself, and you got to be able to make sure that you're doing what you want to do, making the right decisions for yourself, and also putting in the appropriate time slot for you. That's facts. And once you're able to do that, things become easy for you. So that is why time management is important. Once again, if I've done a video on this already, excuse that. If you have already seen it, I'm sure I maybe just restructured it for you and maybe given you a different perspective. But if you haven't, and it's your first time watching this video and time management related, perfect. This video was probably better than the last one. But I'm signing off for now. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace out.